Be a safety star about cuts and lacerations in the workplace. Star. S. Slow down. T. Think before you act. A. Always follow safety rules. R. Reduce accidents. An obvious risk comes with working in an industry that involves handling sharp objects, from cutting meats and cheeses, fruits and vegetables, and bread with a knife or other piece of equipment, to cleaning and storing utensils and glassware. Cuts and lacerations are bound to occur. It comes with a job, or so it seems. But to management and restaurant safety professionals, that thought is counterintuitive. All injuries can be prevented. The good news is training and understanding how to prevent these accidents can significantly reduce cuts and lacerations. You could talk to any occupational safety expert or leader at one of the world's safest organizations and hear the many ways that a strong safety culture impacts business. Better morale, increased productivity, less turnover, and improved company reputation. To reduce cuts and lacerations in the workplace, 3 components must be in place: willing and educated employees, a supportive employer, and rules to follow. With this triad for success, we must continue to place importance on the correct use of tools and protection in environments where slicing, cutting, and handling sharp or jagged objects are part of the job. Let's be a safety star. Knives, slicers, and other sharp items. There are many sharp and dangerous items in the kitchen. If not properly handled or operated, such items can cause great harm. It only takes 1 second to look away, and then disaster hits. Let's explore some of the do's and don'ts and always and nevers when it comes to knives, slicers, and other sharp items. Pay attention to the job at hand when using any sharp tool, knife, or slicer. Keep blades sharp. A dull edge is much more dangerous than a sharp edge. Sharp edges will cut and dice with much less force than a dull edge. If you happen to lose your grip when cutting and you're having to exert a lot of pressure, the resulting cut will be much worse. Keep knife blades pointed down and close to your body when walking. Never place knives in a drawer. Use a wood block, magnetic holder, or other safe means for storing knives. If you're interrupted during use, stop cutting and place the knife in a flat, safe place away from edges of work surfaces. Never try to catch a dropped knife. Let it fall to the ground and warn others. Never put knives in the sink. Wash the knife immediately and store it appropriately. When cutting with a knife, always use a cutting board and never cut on a metal table, glass, or other non-suitable surface. Always keep fingers out of the way and use your knuckles as a guide. You're strongly encouraged to use PPE, that's personal protection equipment, in the form of cut-resistant gloves. These gloves are available to you, and while they're not mandatory, they can significantly reduce many unnecessary cuts and lacerations. Proper use of labor-saving devices such as slicers, grinders, mandolins, and mixers require both effective training and continuous attention to make certain that you're following all necessary procedures. Don't operate any piece of equipment unless you've been properly trained to use and to clean them. All slicers, grinders, and processors must have machine guards. Never disable or remove the guard. If the machine is lacking a guard, don't use it. Never use your hand to hold or guide food items through a slicer. Always use the guide on the machine and keep your hand on the guide handle. Never reach into a slicer area when the slicer is on or plugged in. Turn the blade to 0 position before removing any sliced food item. When using a vegetable peeler, keep your fingers away from the blade. Place one hand on the handle and the other under the vegetable so that you have a firm grip without leaving your fingers exposed. Hold the vegetable at a 45-degree angle and pull the peeler down against the length of the vegetable. Continue to rotate the vegetable until it's fully peeled. Cleaning and shucking shellfish. Several forms of shellfish, including such favorites as crabs, scallops, lobsters, and shrimp, may be purchased alive in the shell. They'll need to be cleaned or shucked. In most cases, the only tool you will need is a knife or kitchen shears. To shuck oysters, you'll need an oyster knife and a pair of gloves. An oyster knife has a strong wedged-shaped blade that's designed to withstand the force necessary to open oysters. To shuck a scallop, use a thin, strong knife. Be careful not to force the shell open. The shell is likely to crack and the knife could slip. To clean shrimp for simmering, use kitchen shears. To clean shrimp for broiling, use a sharp knife. Cleaning and polishing fragile glassware. Delicate glasses are easy to break, especially if you don't know the proper technique for drying and polishing them. Dry with a cotton or linen towel. Do not use terry cloth. When drying the inside of the glass, cradle the bowl of the glass in your left hand and dry carefully with your right hand. Avoid holding from the base because the glass may break. To polish, steam the clean glasses over a pot of boiling water. Hold the glass by the base and carefully rub with microfiber towels. Always remember that a clean work area is a safe work area. Never get in such a rush that you forget to follow basic safety rules. It's important for you to know where all first aid kits are located. If you cut yourself, clean the area with cold water, apply a clean towel to the cut, and keep it raised above your heart. Report all accidents and injuries to your manager immediately, no matter how minor they seem. Be a safety star. Slow down, think before you act, always follow the safety rules, and reduce accidents.